welcome to What's Cooking with Como. I am so excited for today because I have the powerhouse Charese John in the kitchen with me. She is an entrepreneur with her hand in so many amazing businesses, but today we're focusing on entertaining and hosting, and you have Charese J Entertaining, so you can help all those home chefs out there elevate their game, and I know you have some great tips and a beautiful setup with us, but before we get into the episode, we start the same way every time. What is your favorite dish?
Oh my goodness, Erin. First of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for welcoming us into your home today. But one of my favorite dishes where I think that we have something in common is a burger.
Oh, doesn't get better than
a burger, any fast casual, fine dining, a burger is absolutely one of my favorite dishes. And I make them at home too.
They're all delicious, and I feel like burgers and pizza are the same. Even a bad burger is good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Cold burger. I mean, you can do
a lot with it.
You can do a lot with a burger.
Yeah, a fast food drive-through burger is just as good, but I love the burger at Bourbon Steak. But there's so many good ones in the city.
Absolutely, the one I make at home
is even better.
Can't beat that.
Made with love. Yes.
Absolutely.
And today you're taking us to Italy, maybe the French Riviera, or maybe just a quick plane ride down to Miami because we are bringing the summer vibes.
We are absolutely doing that. What we are having today, and all things seasonal. We have fresh tomatoes, fresh basil. Of course, we're going to start with an Aperol Spritz because we're definitely channeling south of France. I haven't traveled this year for the first time in the summertime, so this is what I felt like we should have together.
Yes, since we're in DC, we're just going to transport ourselves with a good drink. So let's get started on that so you and I can have a little toast before we get into the pasta.
Absolutely. This drink here, Aperol Spritz, it's easy, it's simple, it's classic. You need 3 ingredients. That's it, 3 ingredients. We're going to start with a little bit of ice.
Perfect.
In your glasses here. We're going to there we go.
It's so hot in DC, the ice is melting.
The ice is melting. Everything is about a good garnish here.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start with our beautiful sliced oranges. I do 3 parts, 3 parts of everything. But we'll start with 1 part Aperol. Look, we should have done that first.
Hold on.
Did we get it? Favorite sound?
Put some muscle into
it. Favorite sound is?
A champagne or Prosecco bottle. Yes, now it's a real party.
It is absolutely a party. So
there we go.
We do 1 part Aperol. Gets too bitter if you do too much.
I agree. A nice little splash.
You know, I do 3 parts.
3 parts.
3 parts sparkling. You know.
The bubbles already making me happy.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I always like to top mine with a little bit of tonic, and one of my favorite is Fever-Tree. And we do that.
And I'd say a tip for all the home chefs out there or home mixologists, have a stocked bar when you have guests over, right?
Absolutely. And all of your favorite things. I know I have a great tip for you when it comes to planning out your home bar. I feel like you drink what you want to drink. And I feel like it's important, like if I wanted your favorite wine, something that you shared, maybe I don't drink, I love having your favorite drink.
Oh, it's nice. It makes it feel special because you're experiencing, the palate of someone else.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Aperol spritzing in DC.
Mm. Oh, I'm mentally at a pool right now.
Oh my goodness,
by the ocean.
So good.
Yeah, this is amazing.
It's so easy.
This is a very good Aperol because you ever have one and it's too bitter because there's too much Aperol in it?
Too much Aperol,
not
enough champagne, and flat tonic. I hate it, but this is the way you do it well.
Okay, this is really
Here's
nice.
our tip. We're going to put our top back on.
Because you can save that.
But we can save this right here. So
That's
this is great.
We're all about saving. And as we were getting ready to make the pasta here, I realized there are odds and ends in my kitchen that I don't have together, that I need better, serving plates, things like that. When you go in for these events hosting and you're able to help someone in their own home, what are the top things that you think people should keep in mind for their base of kitchen gadgets and, things for presenting?
Well, I think first of all, I'll start with serving pieces and then we'll work our way back.
I like that.
Serving pieces, a salad. We always have a salad, but a large, I saw you had a beautiful one in the back here.
Oh, yes.
But a salad, spoon, and fork. I always think a matching set of plates. It does not have to be a set of 10. China, but if you have a set of 4 and you can mix in others, if you have 6 guests coming over, I feel like that is wonderful. A great set of flatware.
Got it. Not just your everyday.
You can get a nicer everyday Crate and Barrel. Crate and Barrel does a wonderful job. Williams and Sonoma, who I love. Shout out to Williams and Sonoma. But with the days of Home Goods and Marshalls, they do seasonal things. So there's no excuse. It doesn't have to be really, really expensive anymore.
Right.
So I absolutely love a great set of flatware. And these are beautiful. These pieces right here are really beautiful.
These are like custom ones that we got, and we have some everyday ones, but we usually put these out when we have people over for dinner.
Oh, these are nice.
That makes me happy. This right here is just one of our everyday plates, but I learned when we have dinner parties, we have sets of 4. So I want to start to get sets of 6, sets of 8, just so when we host more people for, say, Thanksgiving, ours was just a mismatch of all the pieces that we have.
But I'm not mad at this, and just to, like you said, you had 4
Yes.
pieces right here with this beautiful one here. It can make a wonderful tablescape as well. So I always tell people you don't have to be apprehensive of not having it all and being perfect. This is your perfect.
And you're
people
serving
are
with
coming
love.
in. And you are. So just be intentional about not having a mismatch. Like, you know.
So we will get a better set of flatware to accommodate more than 4 people. That's a really good tip to have. I need to go shopping for those essentials. And since we're talking about dinner parties, I want to talk about your work as a co-owner of D-City Smokehouse, because you just hosted your very first incredible dinner series. Talk to me about that.
Oh my goodness, it was so exciting. So this has been a dream of myself and my partner Melvin Hines. We did a dinner party series. We hosted 16 individuals, and all of them did not know each other. And the goal was to redefine urban hospitality in Anacostia. So the dinner party series is starting out in our D-City Smokehouse Anacostia location in our parlor. We just, oops, that was the mic.
That's okay.
But we literally just launched our whiskey bar about 2 months ago. So we cleared out all the furniture, and you were just there not too long ago.
It's such
and we
a
had
beautiful
a long table. We had about 16 chairs, china. We had a 4-course tasting menu between wine, bourbon, and barbecue. So it was fantastic.
And the bar there is just such gorgeous ambiance, and the barbecue, that is some of the best you can get in the city.
Absolutely, D-City Smokehouse.
Check them out. And you hosted this dinner. The vibe looked incredible. I cannot wait to attend one. How often do you plan to have this series?
Well, the goal is to at least have them once a month. We want to be very seasonal with the people. Can't be seasonal with people, but with doing barbecue. We're going to do pop-ups with guest chefs as well. So the goal is hopefully we can get to once a month.
And you go out to that space, and I just love what you've done with it, and the drinks are so incredible. They complement the food so well. So when I met you, I wanted to learn more about you, because I know we connected initially over D-City Smokehouse, but then you see all the different things that you're doing in the hospitality industry, and it's so incredible.
Thank you, Erin.
And I want to talk about these magazines that you have too, because hosting can feel really overwhelming.
Yes.
And you break it down and make it so it's like a formula that people can follow.
Absolutely. And I think with a little guide. I mean, I am a lover of Martha Stewart. I've always thought anything that she does, it just makes it look perfect. And you know, she shows her imperfection a lot of the times. But I feel what we wanted to do with a lot of the guides that we shared around your home today is seasonally talk about what things you need to help you during that time period, during the holiday time. Certain things you just have during your home during the holidays makes it super easy to host, to bring people over. If you want to have eggnog, certain glasses, certain stemware that you just have in the house. And we just, typically every season I get a list of my favorite things, Charese's favorite things, and between a candle coming into, I always suggest people have a scent to their home. What do they look forward to? What do you want to share with your guests that come over? To my home, I always have a thought process of something that I want to share. Everyone will be drinking Aperol Spritz for the next 2 weeks.
Signature drink.
Signature drink. That's one of my favorite things to, you know, as we just opened a whiskey bar as well. You got whiskey and bourbon during the winter series, definitely during the holiday series. We seasoned in our hosting series, we did all bourbon, of course, being very intentional on the pre-opening of the bar.
And bourbon makes you happy, right?
All the time.
And let's talk about these beautiful fresh flowers. Since we are in the midst of the DC summer heat, having these vibrant fresh flowers just livens up our kitchen set.
Absolutely. They liven up everything. So even in your home, I know a lot of people love for their weekly flower run. And here, our grocery stores, and that's why I wanted to make it really easy, sell amazing flowers and putting it together. The Trader Joe's, the Whole Foods. I have a beautiful farmer's market in my neighborhood, and they always have like roses, and you see the vibrancy here. And this was also part of our dinner series as well. So that's just fresh flowers in everything that we do.
And you just cut them down, put them in a beautiful vase, and it's boom, you upgrade your environment.
Upgrade.
That's I like a good upgrade. But I'm also very hungry since we were talking about the dinner series. Yes. And we have some empty plates here. So let's show everyone this beautiful summer shrimp pasta, because the sauce, I tried a little taste of it because I had to, has such an amazing smokiness to it.
So again, D-City Smokehouse, we are expanding a lot of our offerings, and especially we are right next to an urban garden. There's a store that has it's a local grocery, but all things sustainable and local as far as produce. So we built our favorite cherry tomatoes and we smoked them. So being a fan of tomato sauce, especially in the summertime,
Yeah.
it has a richness to it. It's very simple. So we use some beautiful tomatoes. We smoked them. We cooked it down, some fresh garlic and 3 ingredients.
All right.
Garlic,
Should I
shallots.
bring it up here and we'll
Yeah,
mix it in
let's
the
go,
bowl?
let's go,
Okay,
let's
let's
go.
do it. We got some good fresh pasta too. Let's do it. I'll grab the pasta.
There we
Take it up here.
go.
We're gonna teamwork this and then we'll go get the shrimp on
Okay,
top.
okay.
And you
So-
just put that in a saute pan. This came together really fast. We cooked the pasta al dente.
Can you smell this? Can you smell this?
Yes, and I want to taste it again.
Okay, so I am going to,
Let's
if
see.
you hold us
Yes, we're gonna
here.
teamwork this.
Yes.
We'll have the pasta to the bowl. And we sauteed the shrimp this morning. You just got some great fresh shrimp. We peeled them because that's the best way to get the shrimp is to
Absolutely.
take the shells off, right before you cook them for the utmost flavor, and some nice olive oil with just a little light seasoning, and they were perfect.
It's all about your ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
The more simpler you cook with 4 and 5 ingredients, you want to make sure that your ingredients are the best. Fabulous. These are 8-12 size of shrimp, so they're a nice size. Don't need a lot of those, 2 or 3 as a portion.
Mm-hmm.
With that, fresh basil, fresh garlic, and you could just smell it.
It makes such a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. We'll put this back here. We can get the. Would you like me to put the shrimp in a bowl?
And yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, let's do that.
We have our sauce that we're gonna so we have those smoked tomatoes that we did earlier in our smoker at D-City. We have basil that we cooked down here.
Oh, this looks so good. Let's do this. Oh, these shrimp look perfect. And you cut them in half.
Those were a little larger, so I cut them in half just so number 1, we don't overcook them.
Right.
Number 2, they go a long way.
That's such a good idea. This looks so good. Get some fresh shrimp right here in the bowl on the side. You can put that on top after. When you scoop that sauce, you can smell the tomato and the smokiness.
You smell that?
So nice.
And the sweetness of, so these tomatoes we cook down in the smoker in the back that we have during the time we're not doing the meats, I put in vegetables. So we did the smoked tomatoes to make smoked sauces. We smoke our garnishes at the whiskey bar. So smoked cherry, we did smoked cherry old fashions as part of our last course dinner the other night. It was amazing. So a grenadine, tomatoes, pineapple for tequila. So my partner's a tequila lover as well. So we do a smoke, we macerate a beautiful jar of tequila with the smoked dried pineapple.
I love a good tequila. I got to be careful with that though. That's like tequila's that one drink where if I have more than 2 tequilas, you're gonna know I had more than 2 tequilas.
As
It makes it fun. I don't know.
It
There's
does.
something
It
about it that
absolutely
ignites that
does.
party spark.
Okay, so look what we're gonna do here. We're gonna add our shrimp right here to here, and this is an easy saute, quick saute of the shrimp, garlic, the tomatoes that were cooked down in there, some shallots.
And the nice thing is, a dish like this, it reheats so well too.
It does.
Just fry it up in some olive oil, and there you have leftovers the next day if you want it.
And this is a good dish, like we do a pasta salad, served room temperature as well. So not having to be super hot, especially on these hot days.
And that's nice to bring to the cookout, barbecue, a picnic, anything like that. Oh, sorry.
Look at that, and I'm gonna always just
We're teamworking this.
that fresh basil as our garnish. Everything is garnished ever so lovely.
So beautiful.
And this is what you have for, we lost one there.
Man down.
But then we have here a beautiful dish.
Look at that. Let's show the camera because this is perfection. If I walked into a home and someone was hosting and they presented this, you can tell they put a lot of thought into this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marinated. You can marinate your shrimp a little longer, or you can make this in 15 minutes, which we did today.
See, you can be quick, you can make it last longer. And then I also like when you have people over for dinner to have a cheese and charcuterie spread out on a nice board, and then even display the tomatoes and basil like we have here just to show them what went into the dish.
Everything was fresh, and then they really could see that you really do this.
Yeah, that you make it. So thinking about home chefs out there, when you go into someone's home and you're hosting an event, what are some of the things that you learned about people's home spaces that you would like to help them elevate?
I think it is, but I'm just uber sensitive about this space too, because I want to help everyone not just elevate, but make it easier. I feel like one of the challenges people have is they think it costs a lot. It's a lot to do it. You're just thinking of everybody as not as Martha Stewart can be a little bit intimidating
Yes.
for an average individual that does not have all day to do this. So having the plates, having some serving dishes, having the correct, beautiful pots that a lot of the Le Creuset pieces and Dutch oven pieces can go from oven to table, which help out tremendously. You don't have to have a lot of things. I'm from New York where we don't have a large kitchens.
And that's how it is here in DC.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get the right pieces and it can really help you present going from the oven to the table.
That's nice. And now that we're in the summer season and we're thinking, heading to the back to school season where a lot of parents are busy and they don't have time for weekday dinners, but maybe they want to get friends and family together on the weekends. When they look at your tips like this, you could make a Saturday dinner that doesn't have to take all day.
It does not have to take all day. You could do it. You can even do a larger version of this pasta. You can make it cold one day and hot the next day. So you could go at least in the 2.5 days of a leftover with a large pasta dish. So
That's
I love
smart.
that.
And as you think of holiday hosting, I love hosting for the holidays, but hosting for the holidays can get pricier when you have larger groups. What are some ways we can think about saving costs for hosting a large party?
Well, I think in dishes like pasta itself, they go a long way. Like I know you love a lasagna. Like
I love lasagna.
like dishes like that, like a one pot. My dad used to call it a one pot shot. So you can like stew. I made an amazing pot of white beans the other day, and we had it had smoked meat in it, and we had like some braised broccolini. And you're thinking about that's a great fall dish, but it was a great summer dish as well. So I mean, large. I always think about one pots, pasta dishes, larger pieces of meat go a long way as well. Got a slab of ribs at D City and made some potato salad. I know we love it in a barbecue, but we didn't have any barbecue sauce on it. It was just smoked. So we did a great potato salad and some roasted vegetables. Those things go a long way.
And I tried those smoked chicken wings. Oh my God, they're so good. And you also offer a picnic basket to go there, which I love so much.
Yes.
You're taking the work out of the date. If you want to impress someone and go on a date and get a nice blanket, hang out, DC is such a beautiful city, you make this perfectly packaged picnic to go.
It's amazing. The reason why I really wanted to do the picnic basket, it's an urban bag, and I definitely want to make sure I get one over to you so you can have it. It's reusable. The basket itself is chic. It goes on your shoulder, and it's totally compartmentalized. So the hot things say hot, the cold things say cold, and it zips up. So you can have your bottle of wine. It comes with a bottle of rosé.
Yes, please.
It comes with a blanket, and it comes with all of the dishes zipped up, plates, forks, everything that you need for a wonderful afternoon.
So whether it's a date or just a girl's day, you kind of thought about everything so people can just grab and go, which is really nice because I think some of the stress of going to do something like that is you forget something.
Right.
Planning, and that's the thing about event hosting, that you think of everything, you have such a good formula to make sure it's a success. So as long as you plan, it's kind of like you're
planning ahead, and it doesn't take a long time. You don't have to plan for months in ahead.
Right.
For the picnic basket itself, it's only 48 hours. So it could be a Wednesday, and you could know you're planning to see your girlfriend, or you have a little date over the weekend. You can call and get the basket, and it really elevates your show up game. So a lot of the times when we're hosting, and I know people feel pressure from what they should bring to your house. What do I bring if I'm going, coming to see you? So I would not know what to bring, but I would love if it was an olive oil, if it was a fresh plant, basil, anything like that that you want to share. Fresh flowers, a candle. But I always say bring something to either something you want to share with someone or something that's going to enhance your time that you spend with your friend.
That's a really good tip because I think especially as we start to bounce around to a lot of holiday parties, as it gets cooler out in the fall and winter, it can be overwhelming for what kind of gift you give to your host.
Right, absolutely. I just don't want you not to bring one. I mean, just something. When someone takes their time to invite you over, and I'm not making it pressure. I mean, it could be the smallest things. Your favorite cookie. I passed, my son loves insomnia cookie. And he just, Mom, I had 4 and I have 2 left, but I brought one for you.
See, but that food's a love language. And I'm sure it made you feel so special.
Because I know it was hard to say that. So, but I mean, if you're coming over, just like I said, if you're coming over, I was forcing Aperol Spritzes on people for the last couple of days. And here we are today with that. So.
Oh, it's so good. And I've been drinking this the whole time. Usually I try to wait till the end, but it just feels like summer vibes in here. It feels like the perfect day to have that midday Aperol Spritz. It's so delicious.
So I definitely want you to try this.
Yes.
Are you going to get in here?
Absolutely. Let's get in there. Let's see. And I didn't put a serving spoon out because bad, but I'm going to use my fork since I haven't touched it yet. And now it's your turn too. We're going to enjoy. Oh, I'm spilling sauce everywhere.
This is the one where it doesn't necessarily have to be pretty.
That sauce is so good.
And you smell that? You can really...
It's seasoned to perfection, and with the fresh tomatoes in there that kind of burst open, it gives it such extra flavor. This is so nice. And I'm not scared to get in the basil too and have those whole pieces of
I
basil.
love eating the basil leaves whole, especially when they're cooked down and a little wilted. It gives you a texture of spinach a little bit.
Wow.
But I always tell people all your garnishes need to be edible. They're part of the dish. So don't shy away from if someone does eat it.
Yeah,
we do a lot of edible flowers in a lot of the parties, and especially when we put them in salads. People say, "Can you eat it?" I said, "Absolutely." And then I also talk about flavor profiles of certain flowers.
Wow, this is amazing, and it pairs so well with the Aperol Spritz.
Oh wow. That's delicious.
I needed a minute to like gather my thoughts because my mind started going blank of like, I want to eat this whole bowl, but we're going to finish this interview because I still have a few more questions for you that I want to get in for everybody because you're such a wealth of information when it comes to hosting or dining out. So when you go to someone's home, what's something that impresses you? If you don't have your hand in the event planning and you go to a party, what's the one thing that kind of wows you?
That is a great question because sometimes I just have to say that there's a little apprehensive in inviting me. And I'm like, why? I totally have a blind eye. Coming here, I don't, if I'm not working, I don't want to work.
You're not going to judge my home. You're just happy to be where you go. I get it.
I love to feel you. When I come into someone's home, if there's a scent, I love that. If it's something that you do coming in and seeing all of your cooking come home and your dishes and how you do it, that makes me feel really, really, really good.
Oh, that makes me happy because I always have a candle burning in the entryway because I want people to smell, that welcoming smell when they come in the home. I think that's a great, great tip.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I also like to see something that you set out to receive your guests. If someone has taken their time, and it doesn't need to be a dish, but this is easy if you do want to do it. But but just something that you prepared. I have some cookies left over. I have a breakfast bread that I made, a banana bread yesterday. I mean, it's just something that you want to share to prepare for someone coming over.
I always try to keep, I call them like last minute snacks, whether it's almonds in the back and some brie and some charcuterie, just to make a little spread for people. If someone's stopping by last minute, I love last minute guests. Olives in the fridge. You can always have little things to set out to make a nice little spread for someone.
Absolutely. Another good thing, my good friend loves watermelon. He told me he has been eating watermelon all summer long. So just having some cut up fruit, putting that out, little Aperol, little watermelon, that would be great and refreshing right now as well.
I have fallen in love with tahini on watermelon. It's such a nice spice to go with that.
You know what I had the other day?
What?
I had truffle salt on watermelon.
Oh, I haven't had that yet. That sounds amazing.
I think truffle on anyone. Don't be mad. Don't get mad at me for the truffle on the water. It was delicious.
I have truffle salt up there because when I have my Netflix nights, I like to put truffle salt on popcorn.
That's so good.
It's so good. And truffle oil on anything.
On
French
anything.
fries.
On any French fries. That's with my burger.
Yes.
The truffle fries. I need that.
See, we wrapped it all up. We went from beginning to end. Yes.
Just wanted to have that a full flavor moment in my mouth and mind.
I think we need to go out for burgers. But as we wrap this up, because you are, such an incredible entrepreneur with your hand in so many different projects, and I know they all relate back to hosting and entertaining, but with D-City Smokehouse and all the other things you're involved in, what else do you want people to know about you who are watching this? Because we get to see you all over, local media and in your places of business and things like that, but talk to me about, getting to know you a little bit better.
Wow. I think when leaning a little bit more into the hosting space, it was more so telling or showcasing the things that I love about food. I started out cooking at a very early age, just as a chef in the kitchen after going to undergrad and a little bit of grad school, and then I went to culinary school because it was a passion. So it was just I love people and I love my friends. So what could I do to do this all the time, to capture this feeling? And I think it was through hosting. It was hosting my friends. It was hosting through food, hosting through cocktails. And I've been doing it for so long. I've been having dinner parties since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
And I mean, we grew with them. My birthday is 4 days before Christmas. So it would be a time, it would just alwaalways be festive. And it wasn't really about me. It was a time that people kind of came together. So we really did have birthday celebrations. And they've elevated as of now, where we were in New York a couple years ago, and it's always centered around food. It's always a long table, dinner, champagne, and all the favorite things.
All the best.
So that's typically my, just the love of food that I want to share and make it easy and not, make it approachable for a lot of people.
I love that so much. You're able to take your passion and your purpose and create your business around it. For anybody else watching who thinks, they have a love and they want to monetize it or they want to make, their passion their business, how do you go about getting started? It's so hard.
It is hard, but I feel like what's that saying? That if you really find something that you really love, you work hard, but you will never
Work a day in your
work
life.
a day in your life almost.
Yes.
And it feels like that. I mean, I work very hard doing this,
Absolutely.
but it's things that I love to do. So if we can find a way to match, and you know, if whether or not you cook, whether your people are just snacks for all different types of information right now, you can absolutely find a way to incorporate that into some type of monetized situation. Parties just became that.
Parties
People
are huge
see
right
you.
now.
People see you do things. They start asking you, and then once they ask you, you realize, wow, can people continue to ask me to do this?
Right.
Then my mom used to make cakes, and then she started baking. And a lot of the magazines we featured, they have these little. If you want to show, we have to show one.
We have to show one because the magazines are beautiful.
They have these cakes. These are old school magazines with the recipes
Look
on
at
the
that.
back.
The recipe cards?
The recipe cards. And my mama, I call it Michelle's butt cakes. And every season she makes another cake.
Yeah.
And so people started asking her years ago. And I said, well, Mom, you can start charging for these because they ask you to make them all the time.
And it just started as a love language.
It started for a love language. She gifted these during the holidays to people. Lemon and I mean, it was just very seasonal.
It's a whole full-blown business.
It's a full-on business. I can't even get one if I want one half the time because she's so busy. But
in demand, yeah.
in demand. But that was my tip. If we literally find something that you love to do and find a way to monetize it and people see you and add value to that, it's the way it happens.
I had to take another bite of pasta while we were finishing up because it's so good.
The smokiness, I just didn't want to spill it, but I will be getting at that.
We'll dig in as soon as we stop. And I'll just say, I love storytelling. I love telling people stories. So I was able to get into a career where I'm able to do that, but I also love cooking. So to be able to combine storytelling and cooking, for me, it's such a joy of all the projects I've ever worked on to host people in my home kitchen because it's relaxed. And we get to just enjoy a good meal together and talk and learn about you.
I was so excited when I found that we had connective love languages there. Yes. So I knew when we first met, you were so excited about all of the things just in the city alone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. We're super excited for everything happening in DC right now. Came down when I first started cooking. I was in New York, and so DC wasn't as festive years ago.
It was
but
not.
to now, all the places, all of the things that are happening, cocktail bars, restaurant, fast casual. It's a great place to be and eat.
Oh, Charese, give me a cheers because I'm so thankful to have you in the kitchen.
Thank you,
We got
Erin.
some work to do on this pasta, and we got some production friends who are going to have some Aperol Spritzes with us because we're going to have a little party in the kitchen.
As we should.
And I'm going to get my shopping list together because I need some more matching wine glasses, some upgraded silverware.
I'll send you a text.
I need you. Cheers.
Cheers.